Now is not a good time, Jason. The ambush on Saria troubles me. How could the Black Tongues know we would be there? I fear there is a spy among us, so I have opened my mind to Hecate. I will be able to sense others whose minds are touched by her hand.
Does this put you in danger?
There is a chance I will lose myself. Change back to the way I was. But it must be done. I sense a presence following us, looking down upon us as if from a great height. They are aware of our purpose. They know what we know. The spy has been with us since we left Iolcus. No! She sees me. No! Stay out of my mind!
Medea!
I can't stop it, Jason! The runes! I can't release the power with these runes here! Remove them, Jason, or I will die!
The runes are supposed to protect you, and the rest of us. We agreed when we set out you were to stay here until our voyage was complete.
You can't keep me imprisoned! Let me out! Jason, you will not regret my gratitude. Do you not find me attractive? You are young, inexperienced. There is much I can teach you. Much I can show you.
You cannot tempt me. The real Medea would know that. You're not the Medea I know. You're being controlled. Fight it!
I felt Hecate.
I needed you to help me. I needed your will to drive her out. Thank you.
Are you hurt?
My mind is weary. Leave me now. I must rest.
After my tribe made the journey from Arcadia to Saria, I told myself I would never sail the seas again. Goes to show you, despite all our plans and declarations, The great unknown will always have its say. At least the tribe is well. I will look forward to my return and seeing the progress they have made.
Who will lead the Nasiros in your absence?
Agrios has been chosen to serve as Aleph for the time being. He is a good choice. Our females will be returning soon, and they will help as well.
I'm glad you supported Atalanta's choice to come along.
I think this voyage will be a wonderful experience for her, the danger notwithstanding. She is a special girl, a special woman. There is much to admire in her. The Nasiros cannot be selfish and keep her hidden from the world on Saria. I think she has much to learn from other humans, but I also think she has much to teach as well.
Were you surprised to learn you were in the bloodline of Hermes?
At first, yes. There are many legends of centaur origins, but none included Hermes. After I thought on it, though, it seemed fitting. I am proud to be a descendant of Hermes. No doubt he is amused by the entire situation.
That's all for now, Lycus. Thank you.
We're one step closer to Alcime, Jason. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Lycomedes.
If we succeed, Mycenae will owe a debt to everyone on this ship.
Let me know if you require anything. I take my leave.
That centaur armor is finely crafted. Strong, but also flexible. I suppose if you've been at war for a millennium, your warcraft would be enhanced.
Now I'd put the Stymphalian birds up against your chimera any day.
I've seen a chimera breathe forth a fearful blast of searing fire. No bird could withstand that.
Well, then, the giant Geryon and his two-headed dog Orthros. Now they wouldn't have any difficulty with a chimera.
It's 2 against 1. If we're going to pick teams, then I'll pair my chimera with a sphinx.
That changes everything. The Lernaean Hydra, then, is one of mine.
The Lernaean Hydra had 9 heads. That isn't fair at all.
But only one body. That counts. And for my second, I'll take the Nemean Lion. Now that's a team.
Fine. But now that I know the rules, I'll also change my selections. Scylla and Charybdis. There, beat that.
Oh, come now, Pan. Now you're being unreasonable.
Right before you arrived on Delphi, we were having a debate. I was trying to come up with an apt simile for a strong mind. I suggested the strong mind was like a trap. What goes in, stays in. The oracle replied, a mind like a trap is great for killing what it catches. So I asked her opinion on the matter.
And what comparison did she offer?
She said, a strong mind is like a diamond. It sparkles brightest when it absorbs the light of truth. It has more than one facet, is precious beyond compare, and there is nothing it cannot cut. It's difficult to debate with someone who has all the answers.
Pan, you speak for the oracle. What can you tell me of Apollo?
With each passing deed you dedicate to Apollo, your future selves who might stumble in the dark grow fewer. The paths of Jason are increasingly paths of certainty and truth.
Tell me of the aspects of Apollo.
The shield reflects Apollo's domain. Devotion to Apollo will bring you divine endurance and resolve, even in the darkest times.
Pan, you spend more time with the Oracle than I. What can you tell me?
Let's see. I'll tell you the tale of how she became the Oracle. I asked her that once, and this is what she said. It was because I asked an answer.
How's that?
After the Oracle Pelagia ran off with her would-be assassin, the current Oracle was drawn to Delphi. But she did not have a question. No, she had an answer. And she did not seek an answer. She sought a question. Would she become the next Oracle?
So her answer was yes.
No. Her answer was the reflection of moonlight on sea foam.
I don't follow.
Neither do I. I suppose that's why neither of us is the Oracle.
And what powers does Apollo grant his champions?
The power of light as a weapon or a shield. Gifts of clarity and insight, or healing to recover from wounds.
Tell me of Apollo's healing power.
The power to heal is both mortal and divine. It is a creative force. In mortals, the art of healing depends upon the compendium of collected human knowledge. Apollo, whose understanding is perfect, heals perfect. Instantly. Apollo's healing power is a great human deed. Call upon him, and his light will heal you, Jason.
That's all for now, Pan. Thank you.
Looks like Atalanta and Lycus have settled in. I'm glad they're both.
Me too. Both will make fine allies.
So, tell me something, girl.
The name's Atalanta.
Right, Atalanta. The only human in a tribe of centaurs, eh? Must have got awful lonely at night.
Surprisingly, no. Saria's home to swarms of annoying little greasy flies that pester you day and night. Whenever loneliness took me, I would just get up and start swatting them. Quite satisfying.
I see. Strange girl.
This ship is amazing, Jason. It's as big as the village.
So the open ocean suits you?
To be honest, I'm a bit bored. The ship is big, but I miss the hunt. Lycus told me the centaurs sailed for months to get to Saria. I'm already feeling restless, and it's only been a day.
There'll be plenty of action ahead. Enjoy the calm and peace for now. If you're bored, I'm sure Pan wouldn't mind telling you a tale.
Or 10. I've already had the pleasure. I'm excited, I think. Everything beyond Saria is new to me.
How did you become such a good archer?
Practice. My father taught me how to shoot. Made me my first bow. The first manticore I ever killed was with that little thing. See, when you're hunting manticores, you learn pretty quick to make every shot count. Later, the Nisiros taught me their style. The centaurs are excellent when firing on the move.
How was it living by yourself for so long?
Never really thought about it when it was happening. Just the way it was. Mostly I thought about what I was going to eat that night. Anyway, I had the satyrs and manicores to keep me company. I learned a lot from watching the satyrs. What plants were good to eat, how to make a fire.
So, your training as a warden made you a weapon master. Which of your weapons do you prefer?
They all have their purpose.
Oh, come now. You must have a favorite. Hypothetically, say you were headed into battle and could only take one with you. Which would it be?
I would take my sword. It's versatile and allows me to adapt to whatever threat I should come across.
If you say so. I'd still take a spear over a sword any day. Let me know when we get to whatever dismal place you've got planned for us next.
What I wouldn't give for a side of pork. Tell you, I'm wasting wages.
I've charted our course to Kythra. Shall I let her loose?
Make good time. As fast as she can go.
There are secrets buried in Kythra you would rather not have. Send some men. Have them seek a way inside the temple. If it's still sealed, then let them lie in wait for Jason when he arrives.
We'll be together again.
What is it?
We've arrived at Kythra. We'll soon go ashore to find a descendant of Athena.
I sense a taint on this island. A corruption.
Hecate? Black tongues?
I'm not sure. It's not like any other presence I've felt involving the dark titaness. It's old and quiet. Almost as if dormant.
Hostile?
I can't say. It's as if it teeters on the edge, waiting to be tipped to one side or the other.
I'm afraid I can't be of much help to you here, Jason. My people have never heard of Kythra before. One thing I can tell you. The winds carry no scent of humans. Cooking fires, fisheries, waste, nothing.
Lycus, what do you know of the wit and guile of Hermes?
The centaurs of Arcadia believe in a demon that sits upon their backs and spurs them into impulsive decisions. Have you ever known one who seemingly could not help but choose the wrong, even when he knew the right? I speak of small things, little things, a task that must be done and yet is put off without good cause. One who walks out to the cliff's edge and stands on one leg just to feel the rush of his mortality. This is the demon my people speak of, but I know better. That is no demon. It is Hermes, whispering in your ear, smiling, laughing. And who are we who deny him?
Tell me of the aspects of Hermes.
Hermes is also the god of athletes and agility. With his aspects as your guide, you will dodge and bedevil your opponents. Hermes will be amused as you interrupt their attacks, strike from behind, and slow their movement.
What powers does Hermes grant his champions?
Draw upon Hermes' divine speed to unleash flurries of attacks beyond mortal limits. Or call upon the forces of wind, air, and the spirit world to blast your opponents before you.
Tell me of Hermes' wrath.
What can strike so soft as to barely move the hairs upon your arm, and so hard as to destroy a mountain? The answer is the wind, and it is Hermes who commands that force. Call to him, favored one, and he will lend you the force of air. Gusts so strong and sharp as to devour any who stand against you.
Tell me of Hermes' connection to the spirit world.
Hermes is the spirit guide, and he knows the lands of the underworld as well as he does the peak of Olympus. Of all the places upon this world or the one below, Tartarus is the most fearsome. The deepest hell of Hades' realm. It is a black pit of pain and despair, from which there is no escape for the damned it holds. Call upon him, and he will reveal a path to this dark place, a gaping maw that will devour all those who oppose you.
Tell me about Hermes.
Fortune and fair winds, Jason. Your deeds are pleasing to clever Hermes. He has taken an interest in your quest, for in it he sees the possibility of impossibility.
That's all for now, Lycus. Thank you.
I fought a campaign in the swamps of the Cyclades once. Word of advice, lad. Watch the bugs. I lost more men to bugs than I did to the enemy.
Let me know if you require anything. I take my leave.
If by chance you come across some quicksilver, could use a bit of it around here.
I doubt it, Daedalus. But we'll keep a lookout.
Or cinnabar. Cinnabar would be a godsend.
Most ships refuse to sail here. Kythra has a reputation for being cursed. Those ruined ships at the docks don't do much to dispel that rumor.
This place looks deserted. We need to make port where there are some women to be found.
The fairer sex is a salve to ease all care. Oh, I have loved all types, and each has been an infinite joy.
Sounds more like lust than love.
No. To truly love one woman, you must first be able to love all women. Each helps you love more fully than next.
Then I should be pretty damn good by now.
Now you're the one confusing love and lust.
Oh, I never do that. Love drains a man of his sense and courage. Lust only drains his purse.
It will be interesting to see how much of the Kythra I remember still remains.
That's all for now. Thank you.
3 things I hope to find. A hot meal, a warm embrace, and passable wine. 3 things we find instead: a deserted harbor, and the stench of swamp gas, and bugs the size of sparrows.
This isn't a pleasure trip, Achilles.
Oh, the taste of Argos' cooking dispelled any such illusion the night we sailed from Mycenae.
What's a few ghosts, anyway?
So Kythra was once home to the fleece?
Held in Athena's temple.
Must have been someone either very brave or very stupid to steal something from Athena.
Or very desperate. In any case, it's not the fleece we're supposed to find here, but a descendant of Athena herself.
Understood. So I've been speaking with Lycus. He thinks it a good idea that I live among humans for a time. After we find the fleece, of course. He says I won't ever truly know myself until I do.
When we're done, you're welcome to return with me to Iolcus and see how that fits you. And then go from there. It's a beautiful place. Not as busy as Mycenae, and lots of open space.
I'd like to see your home. Perhaps I'll take you up on that offer.
I've been to Kythra once or twice over the centuries, Jason. But not since the great storm afflicted the island. After that, no one heard from Kythra again. Nevertheless, perhaps I would prove useful in navigating the ruins that remain.
Yes. You'll come ashore with me.
Right. Let's go. This looks like a pleasant stop.
What wonderful place will you take us next, Jason?
This place was once full of life. Fishermen at work, ships arriving to bring travelers from all over Greece. Further inland is Kythra village and the temple of Athena itself.
From the looks of things, we're wasting our time. There's no one here, blood of Athena or otherwise.
It's one of the great mysteries. One day, during a fantastic thunderstorm, everything just stopped. News from Kythra simply ceased to exist. Travelers arrived to find the island deserted and the temple sealed. Some claim they found a city of statues, as if the people had left behind monuments to themselves.
And what of the fleece?
Kythra was once home to the Golden Fleece. Some think the fleece could still be here. As far as I know, no one's been inside the temple since that great storm so many years ago.
Somewhere on this island is the person we seek.
If only we came before the vanishing, you could have chosen between two members of Athena's bloodline. Twins.
Twins?
The High Priestess Medusa and her brother Perseus, the temple guardian. Both young and beautiful and full of promise, the pride of Kythra. But they vanished along with the rest. The one we seek would have to be many generations removed from those siblings.
The sooner we start looking, the sooner we'll finish. Come.